The Autumn Statement was, I think, the coalition government at its very worst, perhaps even politics itself at its very worst. We now know, if we didn't already, that austerity has comprehensively failed. To be more precise, the deficit reduction and borrowing targets that the coalition government established in 2010 have been spectacularly missed. The question is then, should the coalition change course? Well, they argue not. What they're doing is simply pushing those targets back further and further, as they've done before. So now they will be met, just not yet, it will be in the next parliament, so they need another 5 years to finish the job. The reason for this, they say, is because there are problems in the world economy which the British economy has had to deal with unexpectedly. I mean, that's only slightly true. The truth is that the coalition has already changed course to some extent. They're not quite implementing the plan B that some have advocated, but they are somewhere close to the plan A.5 that Vince Cable from within the government have advocated to some extent. This means the cuts have slowed down. This is why they need to continue for longer, but they've not done them as fast as they thought they would. And it's this reversal, alongside significant efforts to boost the housing market, which have been taking place for the last few years and were increased with the quite remarkable overnight changes to stamp duty that the Autumn Statement announced. It's these changes that have allowed the growth rate in the UK economy to become more steady and upwards over the last couple of years. The problem is that it's the wrong type of growth. What we're seeing is quite significant growth in low-paying services sector industries. These are industries with limited capacity for productivity growth, they're labour intense, so they're creating a lot of jobs, but they're relatively low-paying jobs. You're not getting productivity increases, you're not getting the earnings growth that you'd usually get with higher employment. The end result is that income tax revenues have fallen far shorter than what was expected. The analysis that Sperry published in the wake of the Autumn Statement showed that, in fact, the income tax revenues have been revised down time and time again. And it's not clear that this will be any different if the same agenda is pursued in the next Parliament.